Chirac. He's president of the Global Policy Institute, a research group based here in Washington, D.C. Thank you so much for joining us.
Pleasure.
So the previous 5 U.S. presidents had either made their first trip to either Canada or Mexico. Trump's picking Saudi Arabia. Why is that? What is the significance of going to the Middle East?
Well, I don't know exactly what transpired, in the inner circles of the White House, but maybe because it's an easy one. This is a business trip, as if there was another denomination for it, meaning Trump is going with a large delegation of American business leaders, oil people, bankers, military industries, what have you. Saudi Arabia is in the process of retooling, so to speak, modernizing. There's talk about bringing, Saudi Aramco to the stock market. Maybe they need new investments, and American know-how, is some of the best in the world. So this is on the economic side, which, by the way, Trump can come back to the United States and say, see, I went there, I did business, I bring business to American companies. I'm doing the best I can as the super salesman for America. That's one aspect. The other aspect will be that, in conjunction with Trump's visit, the kingdom is hosting a large Islamic summit. That will be an opportunity for Trump to make perhaps some important policy speech, redefining American interests and policies towards the Middle East. And in particular, given Saudi's sensitivities, to put it mildly, on the issue of Iran and its nuclear weapons program at the moment, at bay on account of the deal that was struck by Obama, what can Trump say that is reassuring to the Saudi monarchy and to the other Gulf states, and indirectly also to Israel, where he's also going to be, that would signal a different stance on the part of the United States on Iran.
As you mentioned, Israel is the next stop, followed by a meeting with Mahmoud Abbas, Palestinian leader. He has said that he wants to bring peace to the Middle East. Can he do that, given really no other U.S. president has been able to accomplish that?
Well, look, he has said we're working, when he met with Abbas, I believe, in Washington not too long ago, so we're working on this, you'll see new things. I mean, every U.S. president has said that, and we haven't seen much happening because the situation on the ground is extremely difficult. The only thing that has changed now with Trump is the atmospherics with actually the other side, Netanyahu. In other words, Obama certainly did, it was quite clear that the Obama administration did not enjoy very good relationships with the government in Tel Aviv. And it seemed like there's a complete change of tone, at the very least, with Trump. Now, how does that translate into an ability on the part of the United States to be an honest broker and to try to revive the perennially dormant peace process? I don't really think that there's anything new. Maybe Trump is going to announce something. I have no idea, but I doubt that there is anything new on the ground or any secret diplomatic card that America may bring on this visit that can give hope of a revived peace process between Israel and Palestinians.
We have about a minute left. So my last question to you is, you mentioned being an honest broker. A lot of countries and a lot of leaders around the world are watching what's happening in the United States with all these accusations swirling around about who said what to whom. Let's take Israel, for example.
Yes.
Trump is being accused of giving some classified information
Absolutely.
to the Russians. How are these foreign leaders, as he goes to the Middle East, as he goes to Europe, meets with NATO, meets with the G7, are these leaders supposed to receive him and deal with President Trump?
Very good question. We will see. How does he actually perform? Certainly he's followed by this cloud, which incidentally has gotten bigger with the appointment of former FBI Director Mueller as a special counsel. Basically the situation related to the investigation on potential Russian meddling in the last November's elections has gotten worse, if anything. There's rumors that the White House is looking at possible defense against impeachment procedures, which is really perhaps quite premature, that Trump is hiring personal lawyers. I mean, all this stuff is going to follow him overseas. There's no doubt about it. And I think that leaders, both in the Middle East, in Israel, and in Europe, where he's going to go next, will try to size him and say, is this man for real? Does he command? Does he have the full authority of the office of president, or is he, in a sense, already viewed by Americans as damaged goods? So he's coming here, he's saying interesting things, but we're not quite sure as to his prestige and enduring authority, given what may happen to him, at home.
All right, Paulo von Schrock, thank you so much for your time. We appreciate it.